Okay.
All right. Hi, Kat. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Oh, what time is it there in the Philippines?
It's 2:01 p.m.
Okay.
How
So
about?
it's good afternoon.
Yeah.
Right.
mm-hmm.
So are you ready for the interview?
Yeah, sure. Let's get it
Okay.
on.
Yeah. So can you tell me something about yourself first?
You can call me Kat for short, and I live here in the Philippines. I'm in the Quezon province.
Mm.
So usually, most of the people know Manila, but they don't know Quezon province. They
Is
only
it close?
3 hours to Manila.
Mm. By plane?
No, by we call that by land.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I see. I see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I have a baby. I have two babies, and I work. I would like to work full time as a web developer in your e-commerce store.
Oh, how old are your babies?
There I have 1 and 2 year old.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're really babies.
Yes.
Don't they take up a lot of your time?
Mm, I have a nanny, so I have a lot of time to do my job.
Mm, I see. So
Yeah.
it's not a problem because I'm looking to hire someone full time
Yeah.
on several projects of mine. So if it's not going to be a problem, then good. Okay.
That's great.
So
That's what
um
I'm actually looking for.
yes, it's quite difficult to hire developers because most developers, at least the ones that I've interviewed, they're just looking for short projects.
Mm.
So I'm curious why for you you prefer something that's full time than just some short term projects.
Yeah, since I have a family, and I have babies that I can support with their needs. I my biggest concern is to have that stability than looking
Mm.
for short projects.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I am also looking for the company I am going to be with for the long time.
Mm. I think you'll be very happy if you do well in our company. We usually
Mhm.
employ people for a very long time. So we do have some Filipino employees that have been with us for years. So as long as the performance is good, then we are definitely the type of company, the type of employer that you're looking for.
It's great. Yeah.
So can you tell me? I'd really like to learn about you more.
Mhm.
So maybe you can tell me about your weaknesses first.
Okay, so honestly, one of my weaknesses, um, because of my learner personality, I tend to want to learn a lot of things. And that's actually a kind of a double-edged sword about me because uh, if there's something that I have to work on and I don't know about it, the learner part of me would like to really jump on that challenge,
Mhm.
and I really want to finish that. But the bad side is that when it comes to solving that problem, I get so focused that
Mhm.
sometimes there are some priorities that I tend to forget. So
I
it's
see.
kind of a double-edged sword. But the thing that's good about it is that I can always find ways how to create something, or
Mhm.
how to make it work.
That's good. At least you've already answered my next question, which is really focused on learning,
Mhm.
because we are in the medical field, and
Oh,
I know that not a lot of people are very familiar in this industry, unless, of course, you're a medical professional.
yes.
So
Mhm.
it's very important for us to hire people who are willing to learn, because like I said, this is quite a unique industry and you do have to learn a lot of things in order to be effective in your
Yeah, and
job.
actually that's great because honestly, my background is I'm a nursing student.
I see.
Yeah, I just really didn't pursue the
Why
career.
not?
Yeah, it's because I'm more passionate of what I'm doing right now, handling the
Mhm.
back end, the development side, and since uh I'm a kid, I really like fixing tools. And the moment that my dad bought me a computer, I can't
Mhm.
get out of it. It's like pulling me there inside and fix something, do something, innovate something, something like that. you know, yeah.
So I
So
guess
there's really not a problem.
when you were younger, you were the kind of kid that uh, that they would parents would find very concerning that you're always on
Yeah.
your computer.
Yeah.
At least it
Yeah.
turned out for the best. You
Yeah.
found a career here.
Yeah.
So, so you said that you studied nursing. When
Mhm.
did you start freelancing?
Okay, so I just got this job in a hospital where I didn't want to be a nurse, but I just want to be in a hospital for my parents. So
Mhm.
I applied for a job wherein I'm the one who needs to test their system, and I'm working with
Mm.
their developers. And
Even if you
yeah,
were, even if your background was nursing.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
because
Okay.
at least I have some medical terms.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tested their system, I know what where category should I put this and that and so
Mm-hmm.
on. And then I work with the developers, and then I just realized that what I really want to do is the thing that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So
did you study again?
I studied on my own at first, and then just for me to have my dream job, I have to at
Mm-hmm.
least get some short certification. Wherein before, it's really important. Unlike right now, that
Yeah.
yeah, when you're a freelancer, your experience is more important than your certificates.
Yes.
Although
Yeah.
it's necessary, but it's for many employers, I think they're more concerned if you really can do the job.
Yes. Same with me. I don't mind whatever your degree is, as long as you know you have the skills that are required. So, how many years have you been a freelancer? How many years have you been working online?
So I'm already working, I think 7 9 years, 7 or 9 years, something like that. The reason why I arrange it that way, because at first I'm just doing it part time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think first 2 years doing it part time, and then I have a full time job in a company in Manila, and then I get tired traveling in Manila. I want to go home, and I want to
You
work online.
commuted 3 hours every day
For the part time, for my
for your work in Manila. So you had to commute every day.
not really travel like long hours, because
Mm.
I found a um house near my office.
Mm, I see.
It's just that when the flood came, it seems like
Ah.
it takes longer than it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I get tired with living there
Yeah, I
actually.
heard about the floods in the Philippines. That they're really bad.
Yeah, it's bad in Manila, but not in other places. Yeah.
So, so right now, are you currently employed?
I'm current.
Or do you have some
Mhm.
existing projects?
Okay, so I'm currently actively looking for a stable job.
Mm-hmm.
Although I sometimes get some projects, but it's not stable, and that's the reason why I wanted to get a full-time job, because I
Mm-hmm.
know the experience, I know how it is, and I would love to work with a company where I could stay longer. Even I would love to stay for my lifetime until my kids grow,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that sounds good. like I mentioned before, we do have several people in the team who have been working with us for years.
Mm-hmm.
So that means um, we do have quite a team on board, several people involved in projects,
Mm-hmm.
which is why it's very important for me to know if um, you're okay working with other team members, because some developers always say that they prefer to work alone.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as effective when they work with teams with other people. So how about you?
Okay. So, as for me, I can both work alone if needed, and I can also work with a team.
Do,
Because
do you
I,
have some?
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
sure. You can go ahead.
Uh, can you tell me some previous experiences wherein you
Mm-hmm.
were working with a team? How big were they?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in my experience, working with a team, uh, I've gone through a ladder because
Mm-hmm.
it's a big project. But when the project ended, then we'll have to have some kind of reshuffling, and then the company gets, like it had some chaos, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where it came down. But I've worked with the team, and we've finished that project. It's just that when I just started as someone who created the flows of
Mm-hmm.
the the project. So I created the experiences, how it would look like with our website or with our system. And then there are times that even though I'm just the one who should create the whole system document, uh,
Mm-hmm.
if there's if there's a person who can really deliver, I also help them. So since I have an experience, I've been a developer before, and I work alone before with a project. I can just help them get the task to
Mm-hmm.
just for it to move, because it will be my responsibility. I mean, as
Okay.
I actually became a product manager of this small team, and
How,
if
how many
something,
people were in the team?
I got like, I have one designer, I have one developer, and I have someone in the marketing and for the
Mm-hmm.
contents. So at least 4 to 5 people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So uh, the problem is that we only have one per role. So if
Okay.
the developer had some emergency, I need to take responsibility if he
So you
or
needed
she,
to take over the task.
yeah, I need to take over on that task. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I do while I'm working with the team. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
really I don't really let the project just be stopped, or
Solved, yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like that. It has to move.
Okay. Um, Based on my experience, some developers also have a bit of a problem working with SEO people, because the SEO people, they have different requirements for the website, and some developers don't exactly agree because it also gets in conflict. It conflicts with what the developer wants. So, have you also worked with some SEO people?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, sometimes that problem raise up if the communication isn't
Uh-huh.
uh if the problem is when you communicate the requirements, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it feels like you just require these people to do it like this and that without any
Mm-hmm.
explanation why it's important, then it will be hard for them to do it. But if
Mm-hmm.
you have delivered that it's necessary, I mean, if you have delivered that this is what will happen, this is our goal, you need to have that one goal and your team to align together with that one
Mm-hmm.
goal for everyone to work together.
Okay.
Yeah, so in my experience, that's how it is.
Great. That sounds good. Your answer was definitely something that I wanted to hear, because yes, usually it's a matter of
Mm,
communication
yeah.
that really causes the problems. So I'm glad that you're able to talk with your teammates as well. How about if you're on the other end of the thread? What if you receive some negative feedback? Because I know that you already have experience in the medical field, but
Mhm.
my other partners, they are quite direct when they
Mhm.
give feedback. I do try and tell them um, to change the way they communicate, because I know that I'm more experienced with outsourcing to Filipinos, and I know
Mm.
that most Filipinos, maybe not you, but a lot of Filipinos are very sensitive when it comes to negative feedback. So, can you tell me a bit about your experience? Like, what was the worst feedback, negative feedback that you got in your career, whether it's from a
Okay.
Filipino employer or someone from the U.S. or abroad?
Okay. So I think the worst thing that I've heard as a feedback is they've reviewed my work and they told me that it's like an elementary job. That's when I was just
Really?
starting. Yeah. Yeah. They told me that it
Okay.
hurts a lot. But
Uh-huh.
that thing is what makes I mean that feedback is what made me who I am right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I from that feedback I really improved.
So how did you react? Did you cry? Did you
Yes,
get upset at them?
at first I can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking a lot of ways how I can improve this. I have researched, I studied, I
Mm-hmm.
really did my best on how can these people see my work, like it's not just some commodity that they can
Mm-hmm.
get from some other people, and it's not just job
Mm-hmm.
na that uh you like when I create some website, they won't see it as what it is in the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be like, yes, it's important because the feedback is about the design, but more than the design, it has to be uh, it has to be like this for a purpose. You have to put all the elements when the customer sees it, it has a purpose that this is in the right side, it's in the bottom part or everything
Mm-hmm.
else, so that they won't see like I'm just working on the surface of my website. I'm
Mm-hmm.
also thinking about its uh, uh, what's in it for them. So I've improved that way, and also I've improved I've learned user experience, I've learned tried to learn user interface and the difference,
Mm-hmm.
how important it is. So I became who I am right now because of that one single feedback that really made me cringe. like I did my best. I created this with like my blood and sweat, and just like that. But yeah, I'm really grateful for that feedback.
What
And
happened right after they gave you their feedback? Did you still continue working for them? Did you quit?
yeah, I still no, I didn't quit. I continued working for them. I've improved the system. I gave them what they want
Uh-huh. And then
until
were they happy?
until I prove them wrong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's how it is.
So they were happy in the end.
Yeah, they're happy in the end.
What was the nationality of that boss, if you don't mind?
Filipino. Yeah.
Filipino. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, were you working? Was that the full-time job that you were talking about in Manila?
No. It's like it's not a full-time job. It's just one of my side projects. Mhm.
I see. So it's
Mhm.
not just us. Some Filipinos are also very blunt when giving their feedback.
Yeah, honestly, not really like they're talking to your face. Sometimes you will hear
Uh-huh.
it from your friend and they will say it like, oh,
Oh.
someone just told me that you did something like this and it looks very
Mm-hmm.
ugly, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there are times that you won't hear them face to face.
Mm-hmm.
You won't hear it that way, but
Uh-huh.
because some Filipinos are really like, they're not they don't feel comfortable telling you that way, because as of our culture here, we don't want to hurt other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that, because there are times I'm like that, but no, I'm not backstabbing. What I mean is, I'm not very direct in telling that I don't like this. It's something, but I will arrange it in a way that's good to hear. But that's the
Mm.
thing that's good with some foreigners, because at least you thought it's still good and they praise you, but
Uh-huh.
honestly, they want to give a negative feedback. So that's what something that some Filipinos didn't get in terms of giving feedback. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where we have to really give straightforward, especially if it's a negative feedback.
Yeah. In our company, we're really very direct. I guess the
Mhm.
good thing about us is we're very specific with our comments.
Mhm.
But yeah, it still ends up as something personal for some
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
some people. Instead of, it's really just about their work. It's not even
Yeah.
about them. It's just their output during that time.
Yeah. 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 I think what really need this some culture here. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we need to work on. You know, if there's something bad, then don't take it personally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just all be professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's
Hmm.
right. Especially if it's something that will help them improve whatever it is that you're asking
Hmm.
from them. So of course we
Yeah.
want them to do their best
Yeah. But as
because
for
we're
me,
the ones who are going to
yeah.
use it.
Yeah. But as for me, I really love receiving straightforward feedback.
Hmm.
Because if you try to twist it with some words, I
Hmm.
will just take it like you really don't care about what you're saying, right?
Hmm.
I mean, it's okay. Oh, it's okay to have some flaws, but really, it's really not okay, because it's affecting some other roles or some other task in the project. So I
Yeah.
really love receiving straightforward, those kind of feedback, straightforward.
Actually, I'm very happy with what I'm hearing so far.
Mhm.
So I guess my last question would be actually it's a question, but it's going to involve like several items. So
Mhm.
what's your specialization when it comes
Mhm.
to development, and then how much are you going to charge for us since
Mhm.
this is a full-time job? Can you give me like a ballpark figure for what
Mhm.
you're looking for on a monthly basis?
Okay, so my specialization in doing this job is actually, I can actually oversee everything from yeah, if you're looking for a developer, I can do that as well, but I'm more of that kind of person who will create something, who can create something from scratch up
Mhm.
to its final form. And I can even, since it's an e-commerce industry, wherein uh, uh, in a medical field, which I
Mhm.
already have some quite of experience or knowledge, then it wouldn't be hard for me to create something out of that. And
Mhm.
one of the thing that I really okay, I will be a bit boastful about it, but honestly, I can create something that's really quick.
Mhm.
If you ask me to create a website, and I have a process. I have this process already, that I know what I need to do this, and to give you and I can give you a deadline when I
Mhm.
can finish this. If you Because there are some assets that I'll need to create this one. So that will be my advantage, because there are some developers, they still can give you the timeline, but
Mm-hmm.
that I can give you as long as as long as the other departments or can fill this gap,
Okay.
because I'm just I'll be hired as developer, and I will
Mm-hmm.
need some other assets for this project to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's my specialty. I know what I'm doing, and I know that I can create this within the timeline that you'd want, as long as the
Mm-hmm.
requirements are filled.
Okay.
So I already have that framework, and that's why it's my specialization.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the rates?
And the rates, as for my rates, I'm going to be really straightforward, because I'm honestly looking for a company that I can work with. Also, from the value that I can give you,
Mm-hmm.
and I would ask for 120,000 per month.
Come again?
120,000 per month.
100. Are you talking in peso?
Yeah, in peso.
Oh, okay. How
Mhm.
much is that in
So at
USD?
least $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So not lower than $2,000.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a bit higher compared to other what the other applicants are asking for.
Oh, I
So
see.
yeah. So can you just but I'm not exactly saying no to it.
Mhm.
Um yeah, so can
Mhm.
you um I don't know,
Okay,
like
so
give me an
to
idea
justify,
why. Uh-huh.
to justify why I'm asking for that. Okay, so let's say we're going to build a $20,000 business, and
Mm-hmm.
this business will generate you $20,000 income in your company. Is the 10% of that income would be hard for that company to give to their employees, or to someone who can help them generate that kind of income?
Well, it shouldn't be a problem, but there are also
Yeah.
other members in the team. It's not just a one man show.
Okay.
So yeah, there are also other people that we need to factor in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, okay, let's say that your team grows. It means that your sales also grows, because these other members also can give you some additional increase of sales. It's not just me. Okay, so let's say let's add someone who can do the advertisement. So
Mm-hmm.
the advertising, since our goal is to create an income, like okay, our goal is to have $20,000 monthly. We
Mm-hmm.
generate that income, and then without the advertising job, that's what we're getting, and then from there, let's add advertisement, and then that person should have uh, input some value in the project. Like for example, uh, maybe she can, it depends to whom we hire. If that person can give us at least 1 to 2% increase, then
Mm-hmm.
that's another figure to add, and then we can give more to our people.
So based on your experience, were you able to, since you join a company, for example, um, were you able to say increase the sales because of your output?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can confidently say that, because those people who are looking for this kind of service, there's actually have this problem, like the business owners are tired.
Mm-hmm.
They're tired. For example, they're tired selling their offers. Why? Because they don't have a system that really works, that generates income, even if they don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I actually give.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so maybe what we can do is uh, we can take you on board, and then I'll discuss with my partners what we discussed as well. And
Mhm,
considering that you were able to say that based on previous experiences, you were
mhm,
able to um, really contribute to the
mhm,
success of the company. So it sounds like a promising prospect,
mhm,
even if you are worth like a few $100s compared to the other applicants.
mhm,
So does that sound good?
mhm. That
Okay.
sounds good to me. But yeah,
So
let's see.
we'll send you an email
Mhm,
to formalize the employment,
mhm.
and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. So thank you very much for taking the time to
Mhm.
do this interview, Kat.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, same to you. Bye.
Bye.